Literally just yummy idiots that are making it broken.
Yeah, I don't disagree. Yeah, I think the same. It's yeah, or they put wanted. They could put wanted to one.
No, no, no,
I don't
no.
know.
You don't touch any of
I
it.
have a feeling. I have a that they're going to hit something for the DMod engine, but obviously like they're not going to hit.
To start things off on
All
our
right.
wish list, let's destroy Yummy.
Yeah. Seriously though. Seriously though. Oh my God, I'm so sick of that deck. We'll get to that. We will get to that for sure. Um, so Baron, we kind of talked about this just like over text. Like this is more of a wish list card for us.
Yeah. Please bring
I don't
Baron.
realistically see this card coming off the ban list, but I wish it would. I think it would help out deck. If okay, granted, if they hit Yummy, like if they destroyed Yummy, then I think that it could support other decks.
Yeah, man, it's time to make Synchros great again.
Yeah, well, I mean they already are, but
Yeah, well, Cool Tunes coming back, RDA support. We're about to have that 60 card pile of RDA Elf Note Black Wings coming
yep,
soon. And
yep,
I would love to put Brone in there.
yep. And just keep in mind, guys, bringing back Barone does nothing for Cool Tune, nothing at all. So, but I do think Yummy could viably make it some way pretty easily. So I don't think that they should have that card at all. Or Sanctifier Dragon. What do you like realistically think is going to happen to this card?
I think it's tough because, like, I think at the beginning of the Jericho Tail format, Sanctifier was insane. But it's really not that great anymore. So I don't think it needs to be touched, but I could see Konami banning it.
I think that it needs to be touched just for the simple fact of like future proofing this card and like other cards. Um, because this card, like any card that summons a monster to your opponent's field, should not be in the game. There's too many cards that lock you out of certain things, and if you summon it to your opponent's field and then lock them out of certain things, um, I don't think that cards like that should be in the game. I think this card should have been banned like as soon as it got printed. I'm
Get
gonna
it
put
out
it
of
in
here.
banned.
Put it in
I
banned.
think they
Get it out of here.
realistically, I think they, but I do agree with what you're saying. I don't think it's as viable as it once was. Like people aren't using it the same way as they were before.
Yeah.
But yeah, I still think it just needs to go.
Let me pause you there for a
I think we
second.
should. I think we should just okay. So I'm just gonna lump all these cards together. Anti-spell, all of the like type attribute floodgates, and then skill drain. They should all just be banned. I
Get
think
them out of here.
every single person in the Yu-Gi-Oh community that isn't just like an absolute degenerate and like actually wants to have fun and play this game doesn't want these cards around.
Yep, get them all out of
Because
here. Screw
yeah,
you, any craft players. Get them all
just
out.
ban it all. Yep, just ban it all. Be done with it.
Yeah, you forgot a few on there, the
Um,
Majesty and the Vanity's Fiend.
what about your little favorite guy here?
He's going to 3. Unlimited.
I realistically I think it's just like any ban list. I don't know why they haven't already, but I think any ban list they're just gonna bring this back to one.
Don't play with me, Zach, because you're going to get me excited, and then it's not going to happen, and I'm going to be mad.
I don't know when they'll do it, but they should have done it a while ago. I yeah, I just don't. I think that it's time for them to try it out again. Similar to like cards like Snow and stuff like that. Like try it out again. If people start doing broken shit with it again, then you can put it back on the ban list.
Okay.
But yeah, let's at least give it a try. We kind of talked about this one too. I can't honestly decide if this is a wish list one or a put to one, just because of the rocket support. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I mean, I think between that one and Barone, I think we have a better chance of getting that one back to 1.
Yeah, I
But
agree.
I also think it's probably wish list for me. Like I want it purely for Black Wings because you have the whole Wise Tricks combo, and then you get the negate off of attaching that link to Borreload. So
Right.
that's why I want it. But I do think it's a wish list. I don't see them actually giving us Borreload or Barone
Yeah.
back.
I think that a lot of people thought it was going to come off the last list. Secondly, this is another one they would need to destroy Yummy, especially because like Yummy naturally produces a Link monster already, so you could attach that if
Yeah.
you wanted to. I don't think you would want to attach that because it's your only copy and you would want it on field, um, but yeah, it's still an option, still there. I think I agree that it's probably just wish list. It's probably not actually going to come back.
I mean, they should just
Um,
destroy Yummy anyway. The deck is stupid.
yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah. Then we can actually start like letting some cards breathe when they stop the combo slop.
Yeah.
Heavy Storm, I realistically think this card could come back to one.
So I was thinking that too, but then isn't there like some like stupid cards that you can like set to your own field and then like when they get destroyed, just like burn
Yeah.
your opponent for something stupid or something like that?
Yeah, I mean, there is cards like that. I think it just wouldn't be. I just don't think it would be the same viable strategy as it used to. Also, it's one in the OCG,
Oh,
and
okay.
like people play it as like a spell trap removal, but it's not as broken as you would think that it is, or maybe that it was.
Gotcha.
This is my wish list.
What the hell is that?
Nightmare Mermaid. So it can be made with any nightmare monster. So it's like a generic way to basically just add an Orcust engine to any deck. So any
Mm,
two monsters goes into Phoenix, and then you go, or any of the nightmares that are linked to, any two monsters goes into those, and then you just make Nightmare Mermaid, discard a card, summon out Nightmare Orcust from the deck, and then you can do all of your stuff from there.
is it dark?
It's a water.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say Blackwing Orchest.
Yeah, it's a water. But yeah, that's like the whole thing with it is that what people were doing is then they use the Sky Striker engine to make that. They'll do like the Hornet drones play with Gadgari, make Link 2,
Yeah.
and then go into this, and then you have more consistency for the Orcust. Um,
I don't have a
I
problem with like these like combo piles that have like a mix of different engines. I just think it's stupid when you're able to do it in the decks that are already like tier 1, tier 0. Cuz I think it's good for like Fiendsmith and like
Yeah,
what's the level 8 engine? I'm blanking on the name right now. The King Sark, it
Horus.
sends the yeah.
Yeah,
Like I think those engines are awesome for like making decks that aren't great like playable and stuff.
yeah.
I just think
No,
it's
I agree.
stupid when you can play those and
I thought I
decks that
thought
are
that
running the
I
meta.
thought that way about Fiendsmith when they hit Moon. Like the decks that they were actually hurting were like the rogue decks that were using it as a engine to raise their ceiling. And then decks like Yummy can just play it naturally and produce enough bodies to make Reprodocus like not really matter that you used all of those bodies to get there. So yeah, I think it just hurts the rogue decks more than anything banning these engines.
Yeah.
I do think that having Nightmare Mermaid would be like busted for the deck because then you could just use any engines that you want to just have maximum consistency for the Orcus cards. But like if people here the problem is that if people legitimately think that this card is scary, then you're admitting that Orcust is like a really really power like a tier 1 deck. Like you're scared of a tier 1 deck having any engine into the game access.
Mm-hmm.
So you're either doing one or the other. You're admitting that Orcust is a tier 1 deck, or this card is probably fine to come back.
Yeah.
Okay, so I had all of these. This wasn't something that I think what they should do now with Malice is stop banning cards, and I think they should just start doing the one card consistency hits. So, like, I think that they should put Underground
No.
and Rabbit to one.
No. I think
Why not?
all they need to do to make Malice fair is ban Shifter.
Well, okay, that card needs to be banned anyway.
You ban
For all.
Shifter and you can leave White Rabbit and Underground alone.
I don't know. I think this deck needs a consistency hit again
It's already
because
inconsistent as hell though.
I know, but people still draw Dormouse like it's
It's because of Shifter. Like everybody opens Shifter every single freaking time.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but I just like the deck just needs to be hit more. It just does. There's no reason why it should be topping as much as it does if it's not that good.
Yeah, I don't
But
know.
like it is still really good. And so it just needs to be hit more. It's taking up too much top cut.
Maybe I'm biased, but I think Shifter's got to go for sure. And
Oh, Shifter's got to go for sure. I think everybody would want that card to everybody was happy just for it to be a 1.
yeah,
Yeah, the thing is I think that by doing it this, putting 2 1-card starters to 1 with Dormouse. I think that then you're turning the deck into like you have to draw multiple cards to get started.
Yeah,
Like you only have 3 1-card starters in your tie deck. 4 if you count terraforming.
yeah. I mean, so a couple things on there. One, I'll give you those to one since you gave me GoFu to one. And I think so. Everybody thought that White Rabbit or yeah, White Binder killed the deck, right? But it's obviously not the case. I think that if you put both of these to one, that does kill the deck. You're sending this thing straight to the Shadow Realm. You're never topping a regional with it because that kind of consistency. I mean, you'd have to get so lucky all day long to even be able to play on your turn. Because think about
You're
it.
still talking.
What do they have left for starters after you do that? You've got one underground, you've got one white rabbit, you've got one dormouse. They don't even play all 3 traps anymore because the one sucks. The GWC sucks without white binder. And
Yeah.
then you got 3 Chessy Cats. And if you start with a Chessy Cat, now you gotta pray that you see your white rabbit or your dormouse or your March Hare.
Yeah, but I mean, March Hare is like similar. Like you could normal March Hare, link it off, Bestial out the March Hare, add March Hare back to hand, and then you need another Malice card in hand. That's what I'm saying. Like that's what they need to do is like hit the actual 1-card starters of the deck so that you only have 3 copies of them. And then the deck turns into you have to draw multiple Malice cards. And also that turns it into if you don't draw multiple Malice cards, or if you draw multiple Malice cards, then you get to combo, but then you have less non-engine potential in your hand.
Yeah, like you're playing more hand traps. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm
But
saying like in the current state that it's in, like if you had all 3 names at, then like all they have to do is just draw 1 Dormouse and 4 non-engine, and they win the game. Where like in the iteration where there's only 3 copies of 1-card starters, then they have to draw Steel plus March Hare plus Chessy Cat to try to play through even just 1 interruption. And then they only have spots for 2 non-engine. And one of those could be like bricking on something, you
right.
know,
Right. But like
realistically.
the odds of them drawing one of those starters are extremely low. So that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like
Yeah.
it would not be able to compete in a regional anymore. It would just be like
Well,
a
fuck yeah.
local
Get them out of
kind of
here.
deck. I mean, I don't think you got to do them like
Stupid
that.
fucking deck. I can't stand it. I couldn't
Oh
stand
man.
playing it either. I played it for a couple of regionals and I couldn't stand playing it either.
Which is kind of funny because you've always been like a link deck kind of person. So
I
it's kind of funny
know.
that you hated
I like
Malice.
mid-range decks more than I like combo decks. That deck's just like too big combo for me.
Yeah.
I like being able to play a deck that's like so mid-range that like the actual like plays are super easy so that I can actually focus on like the play style and like how I'm interacting with my opponent. And like I can capitalize on that instead of like Malice is just like so hard to play.
Yeah.
These are other guys that just need to go.
Banned. Screw
Floodgates.
you,
Floodgates.
Enneacraft players.
Floodgates. Get them out of here. You can have the Zaborg. Just stop. Yeah. Just stop the floodgates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and use a board because all these synchros are meant to centigrade now. So go ahead and do that.
Well, and not only that, but like there's just other decks that like, you know, you rip a Vanquish Souls extra deck. Okay.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
like
Nobody cares.
so you're gonna have matchups where like that type of thing doesn't matter. Where like if you slam a Vanity's Fiend on the table and like your opponent does not have a way to remove it or negate it, it literally is just game over.
Yeah.
So I also think that this should be the Mermail hit. I know a lot of people are going to be like, Mermail doesn't need to get hit. That deck's not doing anything. But like, this is the floodgate of the deck. This is the floodgate that they've switched to because of Water Barrier being banned.
Yeah, just ban floodgates in general. Like just play the deck without floodgates. Like why do we have to
Yep.
play floodgates?
This ban section is getting really giant though, and they don't do that. They
Yeah,
don't
I
do this
know.
type of stuff.
They're gonna hit Sanctifier and that's probably it. The rest of those are gonna be fine.
Okay, like realistically though, these are probably wish list, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
They should be banned, but like they're probably wish list. I could actually see them banning Shifter.
God, I hope so.
These cards are also probably wish list cards. Um, no, fuck the turtle. That guy needs to go.
Fuck the turtle. Are Majesties and Vanity's Fiend unlimited?
Yeah,
Throw them to one.
Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna consistency hit you, any craft players. Get
Yep.
that pendulum
Which they don't
crap
play
out of here.
Majesty's Fiend just because like they need to special summon, but
Oh,
yeah,
that's right.
they do.
Okay, put
Yeah.
Majesty's Fiend back there and then keep the other one at one. Yeah.
But this is a light fiend, so it's searchable off of Fiendsmith.
Oh,
Did I tell you about that? One time at a regional, there was a guy playing Snake Eye Fiendsmith, and I was literally about to nib him, and I didn't know that he had this card in his hand, but he just like slammed it down on the table, and then I didn't get to activate nib.
that is messed up.
Yeah. Okay, so after you said that, yes, I think this card needs to go.
Have you
When you were
seen
talking about
the hand rip?
I didn't know what you were talking about, and then I looked it up after the
It
RDA combos. Yeah.
it's easy to get
So
into. If they don't ban that,
yeah.
I am ripping cards with my Blackwing deck, dude. You're starting with 3 cards in hand and that's it.
Yep. That's just insane.
Yeah.
That's just yeah. That's not fun for anybody to have to play against a full board with 3 cards in their hand.
No.
I think these pearly spells could go to unlimited. I don't think I think the deck's too fragile in the current format that we're in. All the decks are so powerful now, and this deck just can't keep up. Plus, we have Liger Dancer, so it's not like the Noir is like this super scary thing.
Yeah.
This one I kind of debated. What's your reasoning for 3 Fountain?
Runic's not doing anything. It's not going to do anything.
I agree that the pure version for sure. I still feel like the combo decks might be able to, but I I get what you're saying. There's a lot of ways to interact with this card specifically and just like outgrind their resources because the decks right now are like really good at that. And on top of it, it's like really bad into Draco Tail having turn 0 stuff.
Yeah. Well, also
Yeah.
everybody's going to be playing spot removal to counter cool tunes, and spot removal just destroys Runics because you just get rid of the fountain. What are they going to do after that? Throw down
Yeah.
another fountain?
Yeah.
Okay, you pop that.
Yeah.
No.
They can protect with Hugin, but like
Yeah,
you only have so much. Yeah. I feel
exactly.
like the decks are just really good at yeah. Yeah. I think it probably could come back to 3. I think it's just some combo decks could, be like, oh well, I want to play it now because it's at 3, and like that's a lot of draw power.
Yeah.
Um, this is your wish list.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
if it was me, I would just put them in no change.
you little charmy glazer, you little mole charmy foolos
The thing is,
glazer.
like, I literally play a deck where like this card like is the worst card to go against, and I just can't see the game without them at this point.
It's an FTK. That's what I don't like about it. It is literally an FTK. You throw that down, you lose your opponent. You just win. You throw that down.
Yeah,
If your opponent can't counter it, there's no ash, there's no called by, you win.
I think like Fua, which we can talk about that. I think you're right. I think this is going to 1.
Get that shit out of here. I'd love to see it banned, but I'll take one.
Yeah, I think they're gonna slowly peel it off. The thing, okay, Droll is the reason why like FTK decks can't be around because you just get drolled and you just lose. Um, it's kind of the same for like the Charmy. Like if you don't play a deck that is a mid-range deck that respects the Charmies, then like you're just not going to make it through a big tournament. And so I think it puts the decks in check that that essentially can't play under a Charmy, but like if unfiltered, they just do things like rip your entire hand.
So I sort of agree with you. Like I'm torn on the Molcharmies, and I think Perulia and Meows are a lot more fair than Fua is. But like I played Draco Tail for a while, right? And even though everybody's like, "Oh, Draco Tail's mid range, you can set up and only give like 2 draws." Like those 2 draws are usually enough for your opponent to break a half board.
Yeah,
Half boards are not anything crazy.
yeah. No, I get what you're saying. I think just with the way that the half boards are now, like you still have to have something though. Like you
Yeah,
still
but
have to have
everybody's
like
got something. How
you still have
often
to
does
have
somebody
like
just like fully break?
you still have to have like a droplet or an imperm to like break the board though. Like I think a lot of these half boards, like you're still not going to be able to push through with just engine alone
Oh, you
unless
for
you
sure
have
could.
the 3 perfect engine cards.
Yeah, I got to disagree with you on that. I've definitely seen it happen tons of times.
Well, I'll put it on wish list just for you.
Thank you. I'll give you a kiss for that.
So I think one or the other. Either Upsy, the little one needs to go to 1. In which case probably just throw a marshmallow on there too, but um sorry, this guy's hold on. Or they need to ban this card. I
Hey,
think they should ban this card. I think you could literally leave the whole Yummy engine alone. Just ban this card.
I got a quote for you from Shannon Sharp. You ready? BOFF both.
Both?
Yeah, both. Both of them.
What the fuck does
Get
that mean?
get both of them the fuck out of here. Both.
Oh, both.
Yeah.
Both. Get both of them out of here. Yeah. I think if they did both of these, then it would be pretty rough. But I just want to see this card gone. It gets rid of like the engine slot. Like the just any deck that can put up a link 1 and a level 1, full Yummy combo.
Yeah. If they are gonna smack Yummy on the ban list, I need them to wait until I sell my 2 QCR spells I just pulled.
They're probably not that high in price. I looked at the prices after you sent me the rosin thing.
Yeah, it's nothing crazy right now.
For Draco Tail stuff, I think it's kind of the same thing. You could do like a mixture of these cards. I think realistically, this card does not change
Where's Rahu?
because it's too new. Say that again.
You got to bring Rahu up there.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Yeah. So like a combination of either like leaving certain cards alone between these 4. I think realistically, it's probably this. I'm gonna bring this down to wish list because I really just want them to ban this card, but
I would rather them limit Arthalion, Lucius, and Rahu and leave 5 mana alone.
if they honestly did that, um, hmm,
Because right now,
yeah,
5 mana is like the counter to Fua, and it can be used in other fusion decks. So,
yeah. I think if you do this, actually, I'm gonna agree with you. I think if you do this, then it turns into you have to play Magistus, Fallen of Alphaz, Draco Tail,
mhm.
like for the consistency of trying to get to your Lucius. And then it kind of like makes you have to be more resourceful with your extra deck too, whether that be like shuffling back your Lubellion or with shuffling back your Arthalion with Lubellion, um, and just making like better decisions on your extra deck of like utility cards.
Yeah,
So that would be cool if they did this. What you're talking about here, these.
yeah, and it also makes it a whole lot harder to go into the Kaliga combo because right now the 2 Arthalion is what can get you to the invoke Kaliga on your opponent's turn.
Okay. Yeah. So that might be something. I think realistically though, like putting both of these to 1 is probably, I don't know, maybe like this to 2. I'd rather see this at 1, just so that they can't do the double Rahu set when they know you have removal.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah. So I'd rather see this at 1 and like this at 2 to not like hit the deck too hard. Just like a little consistency hit and then a bigger consistency hit as well as just like removing a power spell. And then yeah, you can leave 5 mana alone because it requires more names in hand than, just itself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree with that for sure. And then I think like White Albez is just too new of a card to mess with.
100%.
Where do you think this should go?
So personally, I don't think there is any issue with Azuna. If y'all trying to come for my 5 mana, then you can get that shit out of here too. If you're taking away my tier 0, we're taking away your tier 0.
I think that this is more viable at 3, and I think they should honestly just ban this card.
I don't even think that needs to be banned. Like realistically, like I don't feel like K9 is that insane right now. And I don't feel like it's gonna be that insane going into Cool Tune. Like, and I
I
do
think
like that it's
this is my hot take. You ban this card and you bring this card back to 3.
hell no.
Then it's just VS. Then you're just playing VS.
You know what?
Yeah.
I noticed something about your list here, you little glazer you. I said stake to 1 and you don't have it on here.
Oh fuck no. They just
S-
brought that card back. They're
Put
not
that
putting it
put
back.
that shit back to 1. You're talking about you want to hit Malice consistency all the way down to 3 starters, but you want like 12?
Yes, but that's Malice all by itself. Malice is doing all of this all by itself. I
And
think if Vanquish Soul was I think if Vanquish Soul was a pure deck again, I think Canine is what makes Vanquish Soul so good. I can't tell you how many times either myself or watching other people play the deck, it the Canine engine carries this deck. Carries it.
you're smoking crack, brother.
I'm telling you, if this deck was a pure deck, it would not be doing what it's doing. It would still be a very good deck. Don't get me wrong. Very good deck would not be the same that it is now.
I think there would be less people playing it, but the pilots who have been playing Vanquish Soul for a while are going to annihilate everybody.
But the thing is though, is this deck was like that with Max Canine. Like at one point, the deck was Max Vanquish Soul, Max Canine. And it's still, and that's the thing is that's when like Draco Tail was arguably at its weakest. Yummy was like Yummy Mitsurugi,
Was
and Yummy
nuts.
Mitsurugi was still considered the best deck at that time.
Yummy Mitsurugi was nuts though.
That's what I'm saying though, is like this deck was literally at full power, full power, full Vanquish Soul, full Canine, and it still couldn't compete with Yummy Mitsurugi. I think that if they took away Ripper and stopped the generic 5 access, I think that they could make Vanquish Soul a pure deck.
But aren't you kind of doing what you argued against earlier, where you said that they should keep engines viable? Now other decks can't bridge into K9.
Yeah, but there's no other deck that like realistically bridges except for Vanquish Soul.
Crystron.
This to two and this to two. This to one.
No change. Yep. And stake your soul going to 1. I think that's one of the
And
cards
you
I
know
pulled,
what?
by the way, too. I
You know
don't think it
what?
was
I'm
this.
my dick in everybody's face when this card comes
Ooh.
back to three.
Ooh. Oh, so if you want, you can throw that on 3 as a wish list. I'm not saying it's gonna stay at 1. I'm saying it should stay at 1.
Oh, this. Yeah.
Yeah.
I realistically, it probably just stays at one.
I hope so.
I think they should ban Ripper. Like this is just like my opinion on how to fix this deck. I think they should ban Ripper so that there's no canine anymore and just uh make VS a pure deck because it's strong enough by itself to carry.
If you're gonna do that, you can bring Joko back.
Probably, yeah, probably.
What do you have in the Roy
Um,
of there for you? Oh,
I
you
think
keep.
that this is another card that people argue about is Noroi. I think if you ban Ripper, you could leave this card alone.
Yeah, I don't think it's that crazy.
If they don't ban Ripper though, they should probably put this card in one just
Yeah.
to like keep hitting the start. Well, but the thing is like VS Canine is like the actual Canine deck that's like still viable right now, and most lists only play it at one.
It's
Like
the yeah.
it's only played at three in Crystron.
I think VS K9 is considered the third best deck right now.
Yeah. Yep. And the thing is Malice with the way that it is right up there with it.
They're fifth.
Yeah. What's the percentage difference between them though?
I think 4%. Last I looked,
What's the percentage difference between Draco Tail and Vanquish Soul?
I think it was like 9, 8 or 9.
Okay, so probably no change on this guy, but I think they should. I really do think they should ban Ripper. I think the card just does too much. It basically just says like if you hand trap me and I have a way to a rank 5, then you're getting hard punished. Yeah, I agree with you. This needs to go to 1.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of people have
Yeah.
said like ban Habakiri, but in my opinion, like I think it's okay to like let the Mitsurugi engine live, and just like the Fiendsmiths, like it just makes certain decks a little bit better and like actually playable. And if you just hit prayers, then all it does is lessen the consistency, which I think is fine.
Yeah. And they want Habakiri to still stay alive for when they print the which doesn't that come out? Does that come out in Rarity Collection 5? Is the Link to Cyber Switch?
I don't know. I didn't see it in any of my polls.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it does or doesn't. I don't really keep up on like what cards come out in those side sets, um,
Yeah, they're definitely
but yeah,
keeping
I think
Habakiri alive.
yeah, I think that they're gonna keep that card though for like they're gonna keep Habakiri at 1 for that witch card. And I think that's fine as long as you're playing it like an engine like this where you don't have multiple prayers. first off. Like, you don't have multiple prayers to like search and use as an interruption. Like, you have to choose one or the other, or you have to use your Kusanagi to add back the prayers to use it as an interruption.
Well,
And then secondly, you have to put, go ahead.
did you see the other spell that got announced for it?
Yes.
Corrupted
Mm-hmm.
ritual
Yeah.
records. Like
Yeah.
they're literally just printing cards that say search Habakiri, so they're obviously keeping it around for a while.
But again, then like you make the argument for like, well, Droll's really good against that deck. So do we want, do we want Droll for that deck?
Nope. Nope.
Yeah, I think they just put this card to 1, and that actually, like, legitimately, I think that fixes the engine, because now it's like, okay, you have to play like four or five bricks for, and then again you have to choose whether you want to use it as an interruption or as a searcher. Um, for basically just a Murakumo wipe,
Yep.
and maybe an Omni Negate if you get that far.
Yep.
I don't know what to do with this card, to be honest.
Yeah, so I'm torn because I was kind of thinking that it would go to 1, but I don't know if you've seen a lot of the branded lists recently. They aren't even playing it. Like they're just going synchro builds. So, and if you're gonna do all that to Draco Tail up above, then it's not really necessary to touch fusion.
That's what I was thinking, is that I would rather have Rahu at 1 and this at 3 than the other way. Like, I would rather, if they were going to say, oh, we'll leave this alone but put Branded Fusion back to 1, I would rather be the opposite. I'd rather be this at 3, this at 1.
Yeah, I'm with you.
So I don't know. Maybe they do that. Maybe they put this to 1, unlimit this.
That'd be nice.
This might just be like my own bias. I don't really think this card needs to change,
It better
but
not.
I could just see them doing something to it, to be honest.
If they touch it, I am going to fight every yummy piece of shit there is because that is my favorite engine to just throw in whatever deck, and it's not broken. It is literally just yummy idiots that are making it broken.
Yeah, I don't disagree. Yeah, I think the same. It's, yeah, or they put wanted. They could put wanted to 1.
No, no, no,
I don't
no.
know.
You don't touch
I
any
just
of it.
I have a feeling. I have a feeling that they're going to hit something for the DMod engine, but obviously, like, they're not going to hit DMod, so like they're going to hit the consistency of these other engines, and I think that this is the most popular one. And to be frank, I think it's the strongest one too.
Yeah, because they hate me. That's why they're gonna hit it. They're gonna keep Gofu banned, and then they're gonna hit my favorite engine too.
Yep.
Just fucking ban Blackwing Dragon while you're at it. That card's broken. Just get it out of here.
I think this should be the Radiant Typhoon hit
Yeah.
for Sayada 1.
Yep,
I
I
think
agree.
that the most broken part about this deck is being able to do this in draw phase, is being able to search 2 in draw phase.
You finally agree with me.
Yep.
I've
I
been
don't think that
I've
there's
been
anything else that they like realistically right now need to do to the deck, but yeah, I think this needs to go to 1.
I've been saying screw that card for a while. Oh, that one's a wish list, isn't it? You're wanting prank
This
kids
one,
back. Yep.
okay, they need to just like bring this card back. I don't understand why it's still on the ban list.
I don't know.
Like, the deck would not survive with the current decks.
No.
It
Oh,
just wouldn't.
that's how I feel about a lot of stuff on the ban list too, though. Like Black Wings.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know why they keep this card banned. I think it'll stay banned. I think you're right. I think it'll stay banned, but I don't see why it shouldn't.
Yeah.
And then this card needs to be banned.
The most controversial card on this list.
Yeah.
No, we're not touching Ash, dude. Are you kidding me? Okay,
Yeah,
so
it absolutely needs to be banned.
out of your mind, out of your mind. Branded, I branded is on my top 5 decks of all time. I freaking love the deck. As a branded user, we are the mortal enemy of Ash Blossom hitting our branded fusions. Branded fusion or Ash Blossom is the most needed card in Yu-Gi-Oh! Period. Has to be at 3. We need it at 3. You cannot take it down to 2. You can't limit it. You can't ban it. Ash Blossom is 100% needed at 3 in Yu-Gi-Oh!
I'm playing Yummy Azamina, and your only shot at winning is Fualo Sing Me. I have Ash Blossom. GG's Duelist.
You need to have a combo counter to Afua.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like the big combo decks, they get Ash. They get Ash as that counter.
Yeah.
And now
That's
you just lost the game because your Fua got negated.
no, you have a chance. You got another hand trap in there?
You have five cards against full Azamina Yummy.
Well, no, not if you got another hand trap in your hand. You ain't getting
You
that
ain't
as
doing
many yummy.
shit, boy.
Plus,
You ain't doing shit.
we just beat the hell out of Yummy, so they aren't playing anything.
All right, but like realistically though, yes, this card needs to stay unlimited.
Yeah. The most needed card in Yu-Gi-Oh! That's what that needs to be titled.
Yeah. I don't I think anybody like obviously if you guys didn't get it, I was fucking joking. The this card, anybody who thinks that this card should be banned isn't actually playing this game.
100%.
It is literally exactly what you've said like the whole time that I was fucking around. It is the most needed card in Yu-Gi-Oh! It
Yep.
is literally like if you are not playing this card in your deck, you're doing something fucking wrong.
You know what
Because
is sorry, go ahead.
it just does everything. It negate like you hand trapped your opponent. Now you turned on Azuna. Now you can Ash Blossom Azuna. Like it turns off shit like that. Turns off Rahu. Turns off the Charmies. Like yeah, the card's just needed.
Yep.
There's no other card in the game that does what Ash does, and I can't tell you how many times I've seen someone with like a Purge in their hand, and I'm like, man, that card fucking sucks. But if it was an Ash Blossom, it'd be much better.
Yeah. You
And
get
they lost because it was Purge and not Ash.
Yeah, if you get rid of Ash, you might as well just fucking play 9 Charmies in your deck and not even bother winning the dice roll, just because you're gonna
Yep.
draw one of them and you're gonna keep drawing. You're just gonna break that board anyway.
Yeah, for sure.
Also, how many people do you think are gonna stop the video right at where you said that and be like, "You fucking stupid piece of shit! You have no idea what you're talking about" in the comments? Unsub, dislike, fuck you, Zach. How did you get second at a regional?
Yep. Dude, that's exactly what I want.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yep. I've been thinking about that too. I'm like, dude, as soon as I get this like short stuff under me, by the way, guys, we're done with the video. We'll just snip that.
Yeah.
Get the shit out of this. But
Yeah.
anyway,